Hey up. One of my favourite North of the Border videos is this one where he makes a T-Rex with flamethrowers, so I wanted to make his arch nemesis a Spino with water cannons. It's just copying, really. So this is what I did. I've made the armature off camera because, as always, it's an absolute ball ache. So I've just started recording for the enfoiling process. The plan is to have him stood in semi-shallow water so it looks like he's emerging and shooting a blast of water out of a cannon. It's also so I can avoid sculpting his feet and the end of his tail, but you didn't need to know that. I'm using cosclay as always for this sculpt so that as I'm manhandling it when it's baked, it doesn't crack on me and end up ruining my day. Also, side note here, the Spinosaurus has always been and will always be my favourite dinosaur, and not one of you Spino haters will take that away from me. I'm not sure if I'm just chronically online or not, but I see a lot of hate for the Spinos recently. I'm talking about this like it's a football team. It's like when people sigh when you say your favourite Pokemon is Charizard. It's like, yeah, of course he is. I mean, look at him. I mean, you want me to lie? You want me to tell you this is my favourite? I mean, this, really? Or this? Come on. It's like, why do you want a shite opinion just to be different? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The Spinosaurus I'm making is more so based off of one from Ark Survival Evolved, if you've ever played that game. Goated, by the way. So before I get a bunch of Redditors going,
actually, the head you've made is scientifically inaccurate and more typically seen in Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park.
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up, please, man. Shut up. I feel like I've got off to a bad start with this video. It's been very ranty. Listen, I've just had a horrible time gathering references for this guy and seeing my favourite dinosaur get slandered online, and it's made me really upset. I thought I'd get the dread of making the head out of the way, so that if I like it, it'll keep me motivated to finish the rest of it. Yeah, I have to do things like that to keep me going. Instagram has really done irreparable damage to my attention span. Some gums and kissable lips around the teeth, and the head is basically all done, bar the detailing. And in these moments, I like to sit back and, pat myself on the back a bit, because, it's not half bad. I mean, this was my first try on the head, and normally they end up way too big or completely disfigured, so I call that a win. Then I'm beefing the legs up a bit, and honestly, deciding to hide the feet has felt a bit like a cheat code. I definitely shaved off at least a couple hours of sculpting. I mean, I like the sculpting part and everything, it's just, I know how long these dioramas take on average, and it ends up being well over a month until I get another YouTube video out. And that's not great, if you want views, anyway. And I mean, that's the goal, right? Everyone wants views. I'd like views. Give me just a little bit of views. Give me a little bit of views. Enough views, I've been quite happy with my recent videos, getting like just under 10k on that one. A couple thousand. Yeah, that's good enough, right? I mean, that'll do. That'll do me, right? That's enough. As you can see though, I've been well on my way texturing the model with some texturing tools that I could just roll all over the model and then, jobs are good. I didn't quite like how bare the head looked though, so I've manually textured some of the ridgy bits of that. Once I'm all done with the body and before I bake it all, I thought it'd be easier for me and more sturdy for the model if I made the spine now. So I've shoved a bit of flat foil on top and super glued it down before coating it in a layer of liquid clay in an attempt to make it more sturdy, and then lay it on the cosclay. Once I've cut it to shape, I've rolled up some thin, wormy dealies of clay and blended them into the spine. Not sure if this is scientifically accurate, but going off of my Ark reference it was, and even if it's not, and I'm pretty sure it isn't, why wouldn't it be? It'd make them better swimmers now. It looks cooler anyway. This is something I've forgotten to do quite a lot in my recent projects, and that's creating battle scars on the body. I've laid some clean film on top so the cuts aren't as deep, and I've just slashed at it with a metal tool. I drilled 2 holes for the arms and super glued them in a day prior so they had more than enough time to solidify so I don't mess anything up and make them wobble. Then I coated them in a thick globby layer of liquid clay so that the cosclay sticks nicely to the armature wire, and again, the plan is to have a water cannon on each arm, one arm down for the balance and one arm up firing the cannon forwards. I made all of his gear off camera. He didn't really miss much, literally just a lanky cylinder with a bit of wire going into a slightly more portly cylinder. The whole model has been baked at this point, so I can put my grubby hands all over it without ruining it. My original plan was to have a bunch of belts going all over him, like around his neck, going down to the legs, so it actually, made sense, logically. But I really couldn't think of a way to make it work with the massive spine in the way, so I've just put him on his legs. I think the small details like the belts might be what makes this model for me. It adds a lot, and it makes me wonder what this model would have looked like had I figured out how to make the saddle thing work that I was talking about. Anyway, as I prime the model with a rattle can, I'm going to take this time to tell you that I'm going to shut up now for a bit while I paint. Bye! Hi again. For me it's been 10 seconds since I said bye. I really like those colours, if you even care. Anyway, the base, I'm making it black for a base coat, and then I'm going in with bits of dark blue and light blue to get an ocean feel. It's going to be covered in resin and silicone anyway, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but The resin maybe wasn't as necessary as I thought. I don't know, maybe it was. I poured loads of resin on the base. Actually, no, I didn't. I poured a little bit, right? But it just went everywhere. It went through the holes, it went down the side. I was trying everything to make it not do that, but it did, and it just ruined my mat, ruined my swivel stand. I've had to buy new everything. Next video, it'll be nice and clean. Okay, but it's also taken out 50 quid from my bank, so I'm never doing this again, alright? Fuck resin. And I did try and clean it, right? I used alcohol and everything, but nothing was working, and it was more hassle than it was worth. This transparent silicone is amazing for water textures, but absolutely horrible if you don't have any isopropyl alcohol. If you soak it in some alcohol, you can manipulate it however you like, obeying the laws of gravity, of course. But it's perfect. Love it. It looks really professional, and not like I've done it. I've got a clear acrylic rod here and snapped a bit off and super glued it to the end of his cannon and put a bit of silicone on. I've used some more UV resin for his eyes. I can deal with that amount. That's fine, just a little bit for the eyes, I can deal with that. And some fabric glue to act as saliva in his mouth. I've also sporadically added bits of resin around his body as splashes of water still dripping down. As we come to the end now, please like the video if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, like the video anyway. Thanks for watching.